So would you say she's right-handed then?
Quarters underneath herself, that's where she's getting it bent, because she's bending at the rib cage and she's never balanced on it.
So she's better that way, would you say she's right-handed then?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you with that.
Right-handed then?
Yeah, she was a little bit more right-handed, which is unusual, because most of them are left,
Yeah,
or left-handed, so.
yeah, my horse is right-handed too.
So do you always do the bending exercise at
Opposite side. So I'm gonna come back to this side, because this side was probably. I want to be soft here. And I also want her to get used to where my legs will be, when she's moving her feet. So I might almost be sensitizing here.
This ground seems crunchier than the stuff we have at home too, so that's a different sound too.
Alright, so this one, originally didn't lead into this, originally did first, but then I ended up going back to this other one because I felt for my own safety, and you'll see why. But this one, what I want to do is start to teach them space with me. So, meaning as we're moving, she still has to maintain her space. So I'm holding this so I can pull her nose a little bit towards me. But I want her to bend a little bit, but I want those hindquarters pushed out, but I have my stick sitting up here on her withers. And she needs to maintain that distance away from me, no further away and no closer. If she gets closer, which is what I tend to get, especially like you guys being here, I'm gonna have to tap her here and say, move out. So this is another exercise that works on that spatial awareness, but also it's got a stage 1 and stage 2, just like lunging does, where I pivot the hindquarters to stop her or change directions. Or stage 2, I pivot the forequarters. So you're gonna get to see both of those in action. So here's just a little close, I just walk down her and said no. And I'm walking with her. This is not lunging, I'm actually walking towards her shoulder. Now I'd like her to be a little bit more relaxed. There we go. And point, however low.
So for Mustang challenges, do you have to be to a certain point at a certain time?
Alright, say that again, so once
For-
you've done this, we have to what?
Be to a certain point in your training at a certain time? Like they could put a time limit on it?
Yeah, I mean, so you got 6 months, but,
Oh.
I mean, you still have to progress, you have to keep progressing, there's, typically we've been given, 116 days, pretty much, so a little over 3 months, and now they're starting to get longer and longer, because they're finding that a lot of the trainers have had to pull horses out many times, because the horse just isn't ready. And it's not fair to the horse, so then the horse doesn't find a good home, because they get sent back oftentimes. And so, they decided, they came up with this plan, let's try giving more time now, so, which,
It'll only help, right?
yeah, and plus they opened it up for people who wanted to compete in hand too, adults, because youth always compete in hand, but it's always been adults compete in, under saddle. They opened it up for people who wanted to compete in hand, so if you guys wanted to, like, for example, next year, do it in hand, it would give you a chance to experience gentling the Mustang. But I mean, you have to pay for all the expenses of the Mustang when you do it, and then it gets auctioned off, or you can adopt it and stuff. I mean, we're doing under saddle, but it's gonna be a lot higher value. And then the way it is the trainers there's the first $200 come off of it, and the trainers get half of it back. So if the horse goes for $10,000, you get $9,800 that gets split between you and the Mustang Heritage Foundation. So, and that helps pay for your expenses and things like that, so.
Yeah, there's no way I'd be able to send it back. It'd be mine.
So
There's no
is
way.
Oakley in this competition right now with you?
What's that?
Are you two in that?
Yeah, we're in the Extreme Mustang, that's what she's for, is the Extreme Mustang Makeover.
Cool.
Is that gonna be at the Midwest Horse Fair this year?
No, that is in, Lexington, Kentucky this year.
Okay.
So, that's usually, I mean, it can be in Fort Worth, and it can be in fact, this weekend, there's, Mustang Magic going on, this weekend,
Yeah, I've been watching.
but.
Ryan's at
Yeah,
that, isn't
Ryan
he, in
Rose is,
Texas?
yeah.
Yeah, that's, I guess, the one I saw in Texas.
I think he's in the
So now
top
this
10.
second stage of
Yeah,
this,
I've been watching Ryan.
Ryan Rose.
I really love
would be the walk course for a night, or have her come in on the forefoot. So now I want shoulder control.
That's a lot of rope and handling. She's like, this is what I was asking before, like, do they get a point where they're just like, no, I'm done?
So,
They don't get that option.
you don't get to do that. Now I'm gonna put her feet to work here quick. No, they don't get to be. That boat comes anywhere near me. That's what I can do. No, thinks for a moment she don't know what she's doing when she does that. She knows exactly what she's doing. Does she want to hand me the red stick? That one's got a little
Red stick.
The red stick. It's got a little bit more white on it. You can take it.
Watch out, she's got the red stick out.
You got the red.
So I need to work on getting those hind quarters right.